Go Bridgeside.
And we are back with the Q&A portion of Bridgeside Live with Monster Brew. Guys, thank you for being on the show tonight.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course, guys. Some of you guys didn't have to go too far, though, because who still lives in Bay
I'm 2
Ridge?
blocks away from you.
Yeah, 3 blocks away.
Now you know where I live, bro.
Coming over all the time.
You're going to hang out in the studio. I'm sorry you're a little bit sweaty over there. It's a little hot on the production lights.
It's the life of the drummer.
I know, I understand. Guys, I just want to thank you for being on the show. It was great. I want to welcome back a Bridgeside Live crew alumni, Tasso Theo over there, my Greek friend over there. We had a lot of Greeks on this show. And let's go right to half Greek in the control room, my cousin Billy, with some questions from the stream.
Half-breed.
Half-breed.
First of all, I was required by one of our attendees, before I asked any questions, I just wanted to first say, you guys fucking rock. That was
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
That was a statement by Celine Dion, makes my ears bleed.
That's great.
Sorry, Celine.
Thank you, Celine Dion.
Thank
Makes my ears bleed. Was there a question after that
Believe it
statement?
or not, there are a couple of questions now.
Awesome.
Icebreaker.
Half of them from George.
Let's go for it.
How did you guys meet? And, how have you been playing? What's the history of Monster Brew?
Andrew and I met as brothers.
You didn't meet before that?
No.
Oddly enough, we didn't.
And then we joined up with Neil Myers on drums with
Neil.
Mordecai. And
Yeah, we're kind of playing in a band all together a long while ago, and then we stopped and we went with other bands, and then eventually we just came back together again.
And Tasso, when do we? We worked on another. We were in a different band with you back in 2009 or something.
Yeah,
like
we've
that.
changed a lot of sounds and feels, and I think this one came together with the chemistry and everybody's feeling it. So
But what year?
that was 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So
I don't know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then the rest is history.
Yeah.
What do you got going on next? You got a show coming up, I hear.
Tasso, you want to cover this one?
yeah, we're opening act for Local H at Teaneck in New Jersey.
Mexicali Live.
Mexicali Live. What time is it?
April 30th, 8 o'clock.
There you go. I'm a little bit dizzy
But more recently, we'll be playing on Friday, April 21st at the Alphabet Lounge.
And
Avenue C between East 7th and East 6th. Corner of E. 8 o'clock, guys.
Very
Three
good.
good bands playing.
You heard it from
like us on Facebook. Like us on Facebook, and you'll get all the information.
Yes, we're in a social media age, so please go to social media, all the platforms, like Monster Brew, subscribe, follow, whatever the terminology is for that page. Do the same for Bridgeside, too.
Absolutely.
Let's support each other. That's what we're doing here. And, guys, going to the next question. The next question on the show, Billy.
All right, we're going to enter the questions from the Greek members of the audience phase of the Q&A. So we have a question from Mr. George Kokinos.
George! What's up, bro?
Do they have any stalkers yet?
AKA
You!
AKA the fan.
We're lucky to have you as a stalker, George.
George, we love you stalking us, man. Thanks, dude.
Sorry. George.
Okay.
And Evangelos Goulas
A lot of Greeks,
wants
huh?
to know, will you ever incorporate the Greek word malaka in any of your future songs?
Maybe Malaka.
You got to answer in Greek. So,
Christos and Esther.
Bori.
Alithos and
Christos and
Esther.
Esther.
Bori.
We just had
That's all I really know in Greek.
Who's Greek here besides you? Just you?
me.
Just you? What are you guys? The brothers Doyles?
I'm a real American.
Yeah.
We're Irish. We're Irish. We're Irish.
I don't want to go out there on a limb and say Irish. Last name Doyle,
I'm Irish as well.
Okay, there you go.
3 Irish men and a Greek.
And Billy in the control room is half Irish, half Greek.
There you go.
So,
We found the link.
Very
We
close.
found the
Billy,
link.
you're us.
Assalamu alaikum.
all right. Do we have any more questions from that stream?
We have one last question for now. The question is, how did you get the name Monster Brew?
It's one of our favorite questions.
Well,
I was going
We don't talk about that. especially in front of Lex.
Well,
Everyone has their own version
We're
of
shopping
how we
around.
got
We're
the
shopping around band names. Like one that's been thrown to us is TM Noise. And
Yeah, that's been
anyone-
shot down by the public.
anyone-
But
the public is still at large, so we have to see what happens with that. But we're shopping around names, so if anybody has any suggestions,
No, we are not.
you know, I think we started off as calling ourselves Monster, and then like the next week we called ourselves Brew, and then we're like, why not slap them together?
Yeah, and we drink a lot of beer.
And we drink a lot of beer, and we act like monsters, like animals. So
I dig it. Monster Brew kind of rolls off the tongue. Monster MB. You have to have like 2 words so you can have an acronym or just an abbreviation.
for sure.
And it's not
Milton
TM.
Bradley. Do we get any other questions from the stream, Bill?
You're on your own, Paul.
All right, guys. If you were the Beatles, who would you be each?
I would want to be John Lennon just because I think he's the fucking shit.
Of course he's the shit. He's John Lennon.
I want to resurrect him as his own.
He's in my green room right now. He's staring at us.
John!
When we walk in.
You got a question?
We got
for
a
us?
7-foot room divider of the Beatles, and it scares every person that comes to this house for the first time, or for the 15th time. It scares me, and I live here.
I thought it was cool as hell when I
But it
walked in,
was
actually.
right?
I gotta say. Yeah.
You didn't get scared though.
That was great.
When you're at a distance looking in through the window, though, it looks kind of creepy. Though someone's like staring out at you. Anyway.
long hair John or short hair?
Oh, it's long haired. It's long haired.
okay.
Everyone. It's their full on bearded and long hair in that picture.
I got to go with long haired George Harrison personally.
Okay.
That's
So we'll take a picture with you next to him inside after
please.
the show.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Be dream come true.
Hold on.
What we got? Well, let
We have
them
a
finish. Let them finish. We got a little
Sorry,
time
sorry.
here.
No, I can hold back. It's okay.
I'm going with John Lennon myself, honestly. I mean,
Okay.
Obvious bassist Paul.
There you go. You guys sharing a mic over there?
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, sorry guys. We only have enough
We
for
share in
for,
this band.
for 4 people in this room, apparently. Bill, go with your next question.
All right. So I have a question from Dr. Coda.
Whoa.
What was the inspiration for that catfight song?
It was kind of like it was a tongue-in-cheek play off, like how like guys like always say like, oh, if girls are fighting, it's gonna turn into something sexual. That's basically it. It's just a fun.
Go on.
Fun. I don't have a description of an actual cat fight, but that's pretty much it.
But it's with a K.
And it's with a K, just
Suggesting.
to be. Yeah, sure.
So there is not a cat that you
Just
fight
'cause I
with?
liked it with a K more than a
But
C.
there's not a cat you fight with?
And I don't know how to
like a
spell
Catherine
words.
with a K?
No.
Mr. Coquinos
I thought there might be a
is
little
back with another question.
Mr. Coquinos.
Shoot.
What is your favorite sexual position and why?
Missionary, I drink Budweiser.
What's Danny Milano's question? Does anybody remember that? No.
Danny's question?
Don't worry about it. We'll talk.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Danny's question. We're gonna let that one roll.
Yeah, something about smoking crack. If you ever smoke crack in the shower with an umbrella. This is just a random question. We don't have to talk about it. All right. No, I definitely haven't. I don't think anybody has.
I recall.
You like to take the bands off guard when we used to have a
Anything's
little question.
possible.
Anything's possible. You know, don't sell yourself short in life, really.
There's
Right?
another song in
We're
there.
losing a lot of ground here in this interview. We got to keep it going.
Good.
Bill, do we have any more questions from the stream before we bid adieu to these beautiful gentlemen?
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Well,
Sorry.
Monster Brew. I have a question for Mr. Tasso Theo, actually. Yeah. Tasso, again, welcome back. How is it being on the other side of the camera this time?
A lot more intense and nerve-wracking.
That's
Yeah.
what my crew might say, too. The same exact thing.
Yeah. No, it was a really cool experience, and actually it seems a lot roomier than it does from down there. So
you got more space to move. Yeah. Pretty much we have just a bit of floor space. The stage really is the whole room, so our camera guys are working in small space. But
a really cool setup.
Really, guys, thank you for coming. Tasso, it's
Thank
so
you.
good to see you. We're gonna
This
hang out
place
with
is
you.
so awesome, man.
Thank you, bro.
I love it.
You only live 2 blocks away, so
See you
come
tomorrow.
say hi sometime. See you tomorrow. I may not leave
Coming
tonight.
by whether or not you like it or not.
You're gonna have to drag me home. Want to thank Monster Brew. Want to thank you, the viewer, for tuning in to another Bridgeside Live. We do this every Tuesday night. Go to GoBridgeside.com. We're actually launching a new website next week It's going to have a lot more information about what we're doing as a production company, as an original content distributor, and we just want you to stay tuned for all we're doing. So please check out the website. We're going to show all the shows that we're showcasing. We have Lights, Camera, Fashion. Our own Katie Hakusa not only technical directs the show here, but she also has her own entertainment show. And Danny Milano, the guy with the weird questions, we just filmed a pilot called Cookin' in Brooklyn with Danny Milano. So stay tuned for that. That's coming out shortly in a couple weeks. We've been doing this Bridgeside Sports Music Show the last 5-6 weeks. Bridgeside Sports Music Show, Bridgeside Sports Show.
Everyone loves sports music.
Everybody loves sports music. We're actually going to combine all these shows and do some big barbecue bash on 4th of July, so you want to stay tuned for that as we promote every show. But please, thank you. Please and thank you for watching the show, and please subscribe to us on our channels, and thank you, Monster Brew.
Thank you very much.
Tune in next week. Tune in next week. We have a big show next week. We'll welcome back other Bridgeside Live alums of Clocks and Clouds. Our friend Ross, Joe, and now with John Santiago. It's going to be an awesome show. You don't want to miss it. Thank you very much, everybody. Go Bridgeside.
Go Bridgeside.